Hi everybody, this is Brad Hull of Intuit Canada's Business Development Team. In this training video, I'm going to demonstrate how to properly set up your new QuickBooks Online account for your client for the specific case where you, the accountant or bookkeeper, are paying for your client's QBO subscription, but it is not going through your consolidated or wholesale billing account. This scenario typically occurs when you can obtain a higher discount level outside of consolidated billing. If your client has paid for their own subscription, or if you have paid for the client's subscription through consolidated or wholesale billing, then these instructions do not apply. Now that I've set the stage, let's get on with the show. For this type of subscription, you will have spoken with your Intuit rep in order to order QBO for your client on your credit card. After your rep has set up the QBO account, you will receive an email that looks like this. It will be sent to the email address that you use to access your QuickBooks Online Accountant Edition or QBOA account. Depending on how you have set up QBOA at your firm, this could be a different email address than your personal email. It's important to remember which email address the invitation was sent to, since you'll need this information shortly. You're going to click on the login link in this email. This will take you to the QBO login screen. This is different than your QBOA login screen, so it's vital that you click on that login link in the email. Enter the same login credentials as for the email address at which you received this invitation. Again, this could be different from your personal login information if you're using a centralized email for QBOA. Now you are going to select the new company from your list of QBO companies. So in my case, I know my new company today is Brad Hull QBO Demo. So I'm going to select that from my list. And we're going to continue and follow the instructions that come forward. So the first is to accept the terms of service for QBO. And the system is now going to go and do the first steps at creating the new QBO company. Then you're going to have to go through the setup steps for the company and for QuickBooks. So the company name, so this is your client's company name and address. And then you need to set up the industry. So I'm just going to say I'm professional consulting, I sell services, I am a corporation, and I like to get paid by cash. So click Save and Next, and this is where the system goes out and creates the actual QBO company file for your client. So as it goes through building the rainbow, you know that in the background, it's doing a bunch of different steps to bring this file fully up to being ready to go, and you can keep track of how many QBO subscriptions there are worldwide. And once it's all set up and good to go, and you get your good to go sign, you click Save and Next. So now your first step in setting up the client file for QBO is done. Once you're to this point, you need to invite yourself as the accountant for this client. So go to the top right to the gear and go to Manage Users. And when the Manage Users screen opens up, you will see that you are the master administrator for this account, but you haven't been invited as the accounting firm yet. So click on Invite Accountant. If you don't get this screen, make sure that your pop-up blocker is turned off. Enter your information for your QBOA account. Again, this could be different than your personal email address if you're using a centralized QBOA. And when you click Finish, you have now invited yourself as the accountant. At this stage, you're going to sign out from this QBO account and close your browser. I'm just waiting for the email to arrive inviting me to be the accountant. Once I receive that email, I'm going to log in to my QBOA account, and it's simply done by clicking on Accept Invitation in the email that you receive. That will add the new client into your QBOA list. From there, your final step is to go into that client's file, go to the gear at the top right, click on Manage Users, and invite your client as a user. And I just received the email, so here's where I click to accept the invitation. I'm now going to go to my QBOA login. I will enter my login information. So again, make sure that you're using the login information for the email address at which you received this invitation. You will now see I'll go into my QuickBooks Online account. You won't see that step. Just go into the QBOA for yours, and in a moment we will see the company appear in the list. We get the information that has been successfully added. There we go, Brad Hall QBO demo. Go into this client file and add your client as a user so they can access their own QBO file. You have the choice whether to add them as a regular user or company administrator. Typically, your client will be a company administrator. You will enter their email address and name, and all good to go. Now, all of this, as I said, applies right now because you can get a higher discount outside of consolidated or wholesale billing. I hope this video helps you to understand that process. And when the new version of QBOA is released in Canada, likely in Q1 2015, the need for processing orders in this manner will go away. Thanks very much for watching, and have a great day.